All right, so we're recording, and Helgi and Tara, you got me all to yourselves. So, are there any questions or anything that you want to review or go over? I know Helgi, you mentioned you've got 4 people signed up for your 12-week, which I think is fantastic. And we talked about sending some additional emails or Facebook posts to encourage folks to sign up before Monday. Is there any questions or anything you have about you want to discuss about anything that's going on right now?
Well, I think it's just good what you mentioned that I should send out one today, one Friday, and one on Sunday. I was maybe just thinking about maybe do 1 or 2, but I think it's good to remind them of the offer is going to expire.
Exactly. Put some urgency in there, especially on the Sunday one, or even I mean, what time is your call scheduled for Monday?
It's Monday evening, probably around would be around 9 o'clock.
Okay, so you could even send it out on Monday and say, "This is it, last chance. We're launching tonight. You know, I still have 3 spots available. They're yours if you want them," kind of thing. Do it on Monday instead of Sunday.
Okay.
I might actually be better if you do it more about Monday around lunch, because Sunday, you know, folks aren't as engaged. But Monday, if you wait a little bit, they've cleaned out, they've caught up on things, so what you post will be fresh.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's all about the timing and the brain. We think, right? People think. All right, cool. Anything else?
No, I mean, it's just been a hectic week.
Yeah.
Got a lot of things going on, so.
Awesome. How are you doing with balance? Are you managing to kind of structure your calendar and focus on chunks of time and able to be dynamic and make adjustments where need be, or is it just like a complete stress ball?
No, it's. I mean, if I wouldn't have the calendar, it would be very stressful.
Yeah, good.
But I'm able to manage because I have the slots for the MPA and for my business in it. So I think I'm pretty well organized.
Awesome.
I wasn't before, but
better.
Yeah.
Excellent. Better, not perfect. That's all we want. Just better. Excellent. Okay, good. How about you, Tara?
So I noticed that it's a lot of the same people that I've either trained or that I personally know that comment on my Facebook stuff or like it. Like, how can I expand my network of friends or people, or am I getting ahead of myself?
No, that's a great question, and it's something that every entrepreneur always has to do. Now, for you, it's a little bit unique because you're kind of in the middle of nowhere. So what the best way to do this is, first of all, make a list of all the people you know, all of them. Post office people, hairdressers, landscapers, store owners. Just make a list of all of the people that you know and who they might know. And we start there with and we call that your sphere of influence. So those are the people that could potentially engage in what you have to offer. And then it's a lot of picking up the phone or going to visit and making the connection, right? Initially, you could do it like we learned at the beginning of the whole MPA program, where you just write them a note or send them an email, do a phone call, but do something where you can get in front of them and engage them face to face. All right. And you tell them, this is what I'm doing, right? Do you know any people? Is there a workshop we could put together? Is there any way that you and I can support each other, especially if they're a business owner? Mm-hmm. Right? So you start by just making the list and doing the touches to each person specifically. Now, what you should be doing is a lot of workshops and lunch and learns and seminar type things so that you can expand your reach, get people on your list, or get them liking your Facebook page so you're growing your community. But it has to start with who you know and who you know that they might know. Okay. Now, that's a little bit out of people's comfort zones, right? Sometimes the thought of having to do these touches and reach out and talk to people can be a little down nature-ish, right? But it's the best way to start to establish relationship because it's all relational, and you have to be relational in order to build your network. It's the best way to do it. And remember that what you have to offer is prevalent or is good for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a high school teacher or if you're a corporate president or if you're a hairdresser. It doesn't matter. Everybody needs health, fitness, and mindset. They all do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So again, be careful of making the decision for the person that you want to reach out to and of them not wanting to talk to you, because you don't know that, right? Don't put somebody on your list and think, oh, they don't need me, or they're never going to have anybody I might be interested in, or they're going to be a waste of my time. Be careful on making that decision for them. You have to talk to everybody.
Okay.
So start out by making that list.
Okay.
And then go back to those first few lessons where we create that document where we talk about the touches that we've done, right? Did you email? Did you text? Did you phone call? Did you visit? Keep track of what you're doing, but make a point to do a certain number of touches every week, right? So for example, I have a client right now who's working just on that. And his goal is 10 prospect phone calls a week and 1 random client call a week or a day per day. So 5 client per day, 10 prospect per day, and we added 3 networking calls per week. So set the intention, on Sundays or Fridays or whenever you do your review, set your intention for the next week and then track it. Put it in your calendar. This is my connect time is what we like to call it. And track it to make sure that you're actually doing what you said you were going to do.
Okay.
Talk to me about what businesses or clubs or organizations do you have access to?
Just off the top of my head, like I can think of a couple like spas, like massage places.
Perfect.
I had a gal from Anytime Fitness about 45 miles away from where I live, contact me. There's another fitness in the opposite direction about 30 miles.
What about things like churches?
Yeah, there's like 4 churches in our little town.
Churches are great. Churches are awesome, especially because within churches there's specific groups like youth groups or Bible studies or even moms groups or men's groups. There's always specific groups within the church. Do you belong to any church?
No.
Okay. All right. Do you have friends that belong to church?
Yes. Yeah.
There you go. Reach out to your friends and talk about the church. What about like moms clubs and moms groups, book clubs, ski clubs?
Trying to think, like there might be like through one of the churches there might be like a mom's club. I don't like 4 years ago, so I'll check.
Okay.
I'll check it because I know I talked to him like 4 years ago. I talked to a women's moms group from a church. So yeah, I'll see if I can reach out and.
That's another good one. Have you ever surveyed your clients and asked them what clubs and organizations and activities that they like to do?
Not really, no.
That's another one.
Okay.
Survey your clients, current clients, past clients, and ask them, do you belong to any clubs? Do you belong to any organizations? What businesses do you work for? Right? Because don't forget, businesses are good too. You could go into a business and do a lunch and learn at a lunchtime.
And so that was another question. Like, should I look into joining like some kind of chamber, or kind of like a business network? I don't know.
Absolutely. BNI, Business Networking and International, I think is what BNI stands for. Chamber of Commerce, all great places for you to go to. Even look up Toastmasters. Have you ever heard of Toastmasters? Helgi, have you ever heard of Toastmasters? Toastmasters is a worldwide speaking organization, and it's networking as well. It's great for teaching you, number one, how to do speeches. They take you through levels of speech education, like getting in front of people and actually doing presentations. It's awesome for that. But they're also great for networking, because everybody that's in that group is, you know, professional and wanting to establish more of a on-stage presence. So Toastmasters is another great one to join. BNI, Toastmasters, Chamber of Commerce. You just need to do some research within your area to see what is available to you.
Okay.
Are there any schools, universities?
They're about 45 miles away from where I live, and the town my husband works at, there's like a private college.
Okay, so you could go talk to the college about opportunities with their professors, right? Maybe offer a seminar for the professors or something. What about the local public schools?
Yeah,
Teachers are great buyers.
yeah. I actually train a couple of the teachers, so I could mention something to them about on one of their development days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Teachers are great. And even the school PTA, if you can, is there a parent-teacher association?
There's like a booster club.
Booster Club is good. Yeah.
That's sports focused, I guess, but it's like
But
free.
there's still people, right? There's still people in there.
Yeah.
So you get the idea?
Yep.
Everything is an opportunity. There is nothing that would come across your mind that would not be an opportunity for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the only obstacle for you is that you live in the middle of nowhere. So there's just some driving, but at least now you don't have to worry about driving to the post office for 35 hours a week, and you can use that time to network and
Right.
and build relationships.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like scheduling my day so that I don't waste. I'm just so afraid that I'll be lazy or just, I don't know. I'm just not lazy, but just not focused. Like I really need to get a schedule down, I guess, of, okay, these, from like 11 to 2 is time to work on MPA and network. And
So Helgi, do you want to talk to Tara about how you've outlined your schedule? Because you're a busy guy as well. You've got lots going on. Just talk a little bit about how you've planned out your schedule for the week.
Yeah, I mean, I try to make just like 1 hour slots, because if I go like for 4 hours, I just get overwhelmed. So I make 1 hour slots for like MPA.
Okay.
If I need to make 2, I'll do it. But I will plan it later on in on the day as well. So if I need the time, like on Sundays I do my schedule. So if I need the time, I will put it on maybe twice a day.
Oh,
But I try to do, because I got MPA, I got my facility that I have to run. Then I got launch my program. So I got a lot of stuff going on. And I try to schedule it each and every day. So that's what I fits me. I mean, that works for me. But I don't know. You just have to figure out or find a way that works best for you.
And that's key. Yeah, that's so key, Helgi. Do you both have your list of non-negotiables? Do you know the things that you have to incorporate into your work week or your life week every week?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I prioritize my stuff. Just I do my workouts. They go in there. Then I have on like on Thursdays, it's like I write all the posts for the week for MPA, for play, I do all the workouts for the week for the next week. So Thursdays I know that I have to do it. So I have to fit, and I usually do that in the mornings. So that's like non-negotiable for me. I have to do it then.
Awesome. So the nice thing about what Helgi's got going is that his calendar is now structured so that there's rhythm. And each week you know what that rhythm is going to be. Of course, that's not to say that something might happen and a kid gets sick and you got to go pick them up from school or whatever. I mean, that's being dynamic. But the rhythm and the structure has been established for yourself. How long do you think it took Helgi to get to that point?
I mean, I tried to do it in a written way, just in a book, but it didn't work for me. So I use just my IE calendar on my MacBook Air. So if I need to move stuff, I just drag it on my calendar and I move it.
Yeah.
And I just found a way that works for me. I mean, and I'm very comfortable with.
Awesome.
I wasn't really comfortable with writing in I don't know what you call it, a diary or something, but as soon as I found the calendar, then I could move things, because when you have a lot going on, then you have to be a little bit flexible with your schedule.
Of course. So Tara,
Yes.
what do you do right now in terms of a calendar?
I make one on Sundays on Google Docs.
Okay.
But it's pretty rigid. Like, it's not like something that I can like change, or I mean, I adapt on the go if I need to, but like where Helgi's saying if he has to move something here or there, like I do it in my mind, but I don't physically do it on a calendar. I just print that off on Sundays and it's with me.
So why are you using Google Doc instead of like a Gmail calendar?
I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know how to use it just because nobody's ever told me. I don't know. So nobody's ever taught me. So I've just always, I don't know. I just not always. I've probably done did it on a Google Doc. I used to just write it all out and be like, okay, at 8 to 9 a.m. I'm driving to the post office and walking for half an hour. 9 to 1:30 I'm at the post office. Like, I used to write it all out, like on paper, but I didn't really like that either. Like, I don't know. So maybe I should try the iPhone calendar. Like, I've just never used the iPhone calendar or the Google calendar, I guess. So I don't know.
Let's try that. Let's take some time over between now and when we talk on Monday to set up your calendar using you can use iCal like Helgi does, or you can use Google, the Gmail. Do you have a Gmail account?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can just put the calendar in attached to your Gmail account, and it'll sync with your phone. We can show you how to sync it with your phone.
Okay.
The nice thing about that is that you can put repeating things in there, and they will be in there week after week after week. So it's not like you have to take a piece of paper and every week put the same thing in there. It'll already be there. And then, like Helgi said, you can just slide and drag things around when you need the flexibility.
Okay.
Have you defined your non-negotiables?
Yeah, like my workouts will be like, and I'm actually trying to like think of how I'm gonna, or envision, or whatever, theater of how my weeks are gonna look. But I would really like my workouts. Like, I feel like when I was home, like between 9 and 11 is when I had the best workouts in the morning. So I'd like to take my morning between like 9 and 11 or whatever to get my workouts in, and work after that, and get Lincoln somewhere. Probably I'd like to take Lincoln to a daycare that he's still at, or somewhere, so that I can have focused work time, I guess. I don't know, because I did try, way early in MP, I tried just doing an hour here and an hour there, and I just felt like I couldn't get anything done. Like, I was just really unfocused. I don't know, but I'll try it again. I feel like maybe I work a little better in bigger chunks and just get stuff done.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I like to have the bigger chunks, but like Helgi said, you have to find a system that works for you. So I think the first thing to do is to find the infrastructure that can support you, right? So let's start with seeing if an automated online calendar is a better option for you.
Okay.
So go in and put in your non-negotiables, put in the time chunks that you know you're committed to, like for kids or, events and things like that. And then identify the blocks of time that are your focus time. and then we can establish the rhythm for Sundays or whatever days your planning time for the next week. You'll have identified all the tasks that need to happen for the next week. Like Helgi does it beautifully when he has his posting time, right? He has segmented everything that needs to happen throughout the week, and that's great. Maybe you want to post every day, you know, have a 30-minute block to post every day. It doesn't matter. It's, again, whatever works for you. But let's make a list of all the things that need to be incorporated into your week from a work perspective. All right. The personal side, you'll have the workouts in there. The personal side, you'll already have blocked out in terms of the things that you have to do for your family and for yourself.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds
Now,
good.
again, that list, we could look at it on Monday and it turns out 2 weeks it's completely different, and that's fine. All right, that's fine.
Okay.
But the goal is that you have this calendar that's set. When you take a look at it on Sunday afternoons or Fridays or whenever we look at it for the next week, we can understand, oh, I got a doctor's appointment, I need to put it in here. Oh, the kids have a teacher conference, I need to put that in here. Oh, but that's in my MPA time, so I need to drag that, and oh, I can put it over here, right?
Okay.
So that you're still keeping the things that need to get done, but the flexibility is allowing you to move it around a little bit. So you're not going to get stressed. You're not going to think, oh, crap, I got to do this, and I got to do this, and I got to do this, and have no understanding of how it's going to get done.
Okay.
Okay, having the foundation of the calendar gives you stress-free, oh, I can get this done. I can do it. It's not a big jumble.
Okay. Okay, that makes
Does
sense.
that work?
Mm-hmm.
Got that? Okay. All right, you got some big tasks ahead of you. They're your networking list. Get your calendar organized. Are there any other questions or anything else you want to? I sure hope people aren't on Gary's number wondering why we're not having a call.
I saw the post.
You did. Okay, good.
Okay. So I working on the 4-week intro thing. I got one call done, or one call built out with some slides and things. So I guess my next question is, do I build out all 4 of them? Should I build out 4, or should I, like, how, like, I guess, or should I be, what should I do? What's the best? Should I just go ahead and build out all 4 calls?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I think at least 2. I think I should probably at least do 2 solid ones and then see where people are at and where they're struggling, and then maybe build out the last 2.
Yeah.
It just freaks me out that it's not already in place and ready to
Wow.
go.
Oh gosh, Tara, how many times have people launched things and have not even
I know, Brian.
knew what the first call is going to be?
I know, that's crazy.
Right? True. What did Helgi? What did you just send over?
I mean, when you have something on paper, like your text or your to-do list, when you don't have it on your mind, it's when you have it on your mind, it's going to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unconsciously, it's going to interrupt you. So I sent you an article. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. So it's scientifically proved that when you have something and you write it down and you make a time slot for it, it just relieves stress. So you're not always thinking about it. It makes you more productive.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. If you can't capture the link, Tara, I've got it for you.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't see. I'm just on my phone. Do I?
I can send it to. I will send it to you, Tara.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, like if you message at me or whatever. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks, Helgi. Tara, back to your question. Remember that the 4-week program, folks are going to be able to opt in at any time, right?
Right. Yep.
Right. So some people could be on number 3 and some are just starting. So you kind of have to develop the 4 weeks in a way that you want the information to come across, because you're not going to have the luxury of stopping in the middle to see where people are, because people are all going to be at different places. Right? So just develop the format in a way that gives them the information that you want. And remember, this is just a front-end tool to get them to buy your 12-week program.
Okay.
Okay, so just develop the outline for each of the 4 lessons that gives them enough value to show them that 12 weeks is what I really want.
Okay.
All right, so don't overthink it. What do you want them to know in that 4 weeks? Outline it, do the video, and you're done.
Okay.
Now, does it all have to be done today? No. I mean, has anybody started week 1 yet?
No, like I
You
haven't.
got at least 4 weeks, right? So yeah, but do it based on not what you think they might struggle with, but the information you want them to have.
Okay.
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 And it should be, I mean, it should just be a highlight of what they'll get throughout the 12 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
Is it coming together?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right, good. What else? These are good questions. I love it.
I think those were the big ones, my schedule and my networking and yeah, I think I'm good, I guess, right? Yeah, after all those, I feel like I
Awesome.
monopolized the time here.
No,
Um, I think that's, yeah, I don't really have.
you're good? Okay.
Oh.
Helgi, how about you?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
All right then. Well, we'll call it a wrap. If you guys have any other questions or as you're working through your things, you've got anything you need, just post, message, holler, whatever.
Okay.
Always. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.